Hey everybody, Chris here from Great Lakes Mortar Axe. Behind the phone there is my lovely wife Jolene.
Hello?
So bringing you something a little bit different than a mortar rack. Something I felt was needed out on the market with the growing popularity of the Ignite system. So this is the I-18 and I currently have 6 of these things. Absolutely cannot say enough good things about this little unit and how it works, how it performs. So we have come up with a design that is made specifically for the I-18 and the I-36, which I do not have yet in my hands, and when I do, there will be a separate video from that, but basically the same thing. We have designed a case specifically for the I-18. Currently, like I said, I have 6 of those, and I have, I think 4. I got 4 Pelican cases. Now, as good as these are, the Pelican, or even I think Harbor Freight has the Apache or something like that, that is a little bit cheaper than what this Pelican is. They're good. Unfortunately, you have to buy this external antenna and drill a hole, put it there. Try not to lose the rubber nub, which I have now lost for all these Pelican cases, which drives me crazy. And the opening and closing of this constantly loosens up this nut on there, and I have to tighten it to make sure I got a good connection. There's no specific storage that is for the antenna. It just kind of sits in there. And again, I've lost the black nub because when you put it down in here, I don't really know where it goes, but I seem to lose it all the time. The biggest thing is you cannot close this case with your igniters sticking out of it. And especially if you use the breakout boards, that thicker wire, because of the way this seals, you will pinch those and ruin those cables. So that's one thing that drives me nuts. The biggest thing that drives me nuts is something simple because of how I am, but is you can't stack these. They don't stack worth a crap because you have that nub sitting up. And without that rubber on it, obviously it's crap's falling in there, and it just, one of the things that drives me nuts. I can't stack them. So we designed a case specifically for the I-18 and the I-36. So what this allows you to do is, one, you can see there's a little thing, a little holder in there that is meant for your antenna. And your antenna sits in there, and then it folds over when not in use. The I-18, obviously, fits down in there. And again, that is meant to hold the antenna, like so. When you need to use it, pull the rubber nub off, put the rubber nub in that holder. You can put your antenna on. Now, what this allows you to do is, you can see this channel right there. That allows you to still get your finger down in there to turn the unit on. Okay? And then you can take the cover, snap it on, snap it closed, and as you can see, should be able to see through it. Mm-hmm. Okay? Plenty of room on both sides to route your cables, your igniters, your breakout boards, whatever it may be. One thing we did do is make sure that there is plenty of room. So obviously you would have these strung out, but so if you bunch them up like so, just to show you how much room there is, we can do that even. Leaves you plenty of room to have all of your cables, no matter how many breakout boards or whatever you may have, sticking out the sides.
And not crushed or clamped.
And not being crushed and not being pinched. Get all this out of here. And again, slide your finger down in there to turn it on, turn it off, whatever you need to do. And again, the biggest thing is one is you can take the cover off, grab your little rubber nub out, put it back on, put the antenna in, close it. Now you can also, I have plenty of the breakout boards, of course, because you can never have too much pyro stuff. If you want, you can store all those in there, if you so choose to. But again, it's a little bit simple, but yet it works. There's nothing extra to buy. We did flame test this to 165 degrees. It got a little bit pliable, but at 165 degrees, if this was sitting out in the sun, obviously it's not going to get to 165 degrees. But just like this fancy Pelican case, neither one of these is fireproof. We already know that. Now, there's a simple thing you can do, no matter what case you have technically, is, you know, people talk about welders blankets. Now, those aren't that cheap to do, but obviously those work very well. But you could also simply put some aluminum foil over this. As a matter of fact, with the antenna sticking up, you could simply put a piece of aluminum foil right down over it. I use aluminum foil a lot for many things, for fusing and stuff like that, but that would also work. But again, it is something made specifically for the I-18. Something made specifically for the I-36, which I currently do not have. It's due tomorrow in the mail, but the same exact thing. All the same features, exactly the same thing. Snap fit, it does not come apart. I don't want to throw it around too much with the Ignite in there, but I mean, that is not, you can see how much I'm having to get that on and off. It is not going to come off. Again, you can have all your igniter cables routed out no matter what you're using, the breakout cables, and you know, you've got plenty of room on the side. So these are on the website. These are 28 bucks, and I believe this is $32 on the website. Right now, these are on back order. These are accessible. We have sold a few of these already, so thank you. But if you have any questions, concerns, you know how to get a hold of me. Please let me know. This is, again, is something different than what we normally do, but I felt it was needed. As much as I love this Ignite, it drives me crazy, some of the features of this, and having to buy something extra. This is all in one. Holds it nice and tight in there, and everything for the antenna, whether you're using it or not. Plus, you can use it for storage. And they will obviously stack nicely because there is nothing sticking up. So, thank you all for watching. Any questions, please let me know. And hey, thanks for watching. Have a good one.